Good evening and welcome to a now dry Innsbruck, just in time for the start of our speed climbing programme. We're starting here today with the Youth A climbers. That's the middle group, climbers born in 2000 or 2001, and I'm pleased to say conditions on the speed wall currently excellent. The temperature remains low here in Austria, but the rain has subsided. The locals assured us that there were mountains out there, and finally we can see them. They are snow-capped after all the bad weather we've had. And as I said, it remains chilly. Conditions pretty good for speed climbing though. It's dry and it's cold. Feels a lot later in the year and September. And there the crowd just congregating once again in front of the speed wall. We had a long qualifying session this afternoon. 16 men and 16 women through to the finals here. Most of the crowd just nipped off to get a drink, and on their way back I can see them making their way over. And there are the mountains. The Karwendel range behind Innsbruck. I wouldn't normally expect to see snow on them at this time of year, but we have had unseasonably bad and cold weather. Fortunately now subsided. Will be the women climbing first. Remember, as well as this Youth A final, over the next couple of days we will be bringing you the junior final. That's the oldest climbers born in 98 or 99, and Youth B, the youngest climbers born in 2002 or 2003, and then of course there'll be the combined Olympic format climbing next weekend, starting a week yesterday, next Saturday. So plenty of speed climbing still to come, huge amount of action still to go here in Innsbruck. It has been a packed schedule, and we're about to get underway. Same format we see in the World Cups. 16 becomes 8, becomes 4, and then we have semi-finals and the big final and the small final. And out first, Elena Remezova taking on Francesca Vazzi of Italy. And as always with the speed climbing final, you're just up against the person next to you. It's a good start from both climbers. Remezova's got a lead though, and she is hanging on to it. Just a pause there, but no great rush required. 9:42 sees her through. Amanda Brownstein of USA out closest to the camera. She'll be taking on Daria Kuznetsova. Kuznetsova will be a name familiar to those used to watching the senior World Cups. Russia, of course, so strong in all age categories in speed climbing. Here they are with another athlete in the round of 16 here in Innsbruck.
Ready?
And it's a good start from Brownstein, but she slipped almost immediately, and Kuznetsova climbing unspectacularly but solidly, and it looks like it's going to be enough. It is 9.70. Just to give you some idea, I was chatting to one of the French coaches earlier on today. He thinks climbers here can get into the 8s, going under 9 seconds. We shall see. As I say, conditions pretty good here. This is Mingwei Ni of China taking on Louisa Emma Lever, who we've already seen in action in the bouldering here in Innsbruck. And they both get a good start. Ni with a slight lead at this stage, and a slip and a stumble and a pause from Emma Lever has allowed Ni to get clear, and she takes it in 9.35.
We go on with the Polish duel Kaluga on the left. And Alexandra Kaluga on the right. Is it a system?
Just sit there. Emma Lever
Looks like.
nearly caught her towards the end. But a couple of stumbles cost her. So it's Poland against Poland now. Natalia Kaluga against Alexandra Kaluga. Bit of extra spice added to this one.
At your marks.
Quite hard to tell them apart at first glance,
Ready?
the sisters. And they take each other on here. And Alexandra got the slightly better start and looks like she's going to take this one. Natalia just stalling again. And Alexandra does take it. Good time as well, 9:08.
Right. Polish Kaluga which wins. Alexandra. So hopefully not in this more domestic violence. Next to come on the left, Polina Aksenova from Russia. And on the right side,
So once again,
Natalia Voss.
Poland against Russia.
At your marks.
So Russia on the left, Poland on the right. Polina Aksenova takes on Natalia Voss. And they've both got a good start and they're both climbing well. Aksenova just opened up a lead in that middle section, excuse me. Voss slipped. Aksenova with the ankle link. Sots will bring it down. 9:38.
Polina Aksenova takes the win.
Be interesting.
And again we have Russia on the left. Elena Krasovskaya.
Be an interesting feature of this final actually to see how well these slightly younger, less experienced speed climbers can judge their speed versus what we see in the Senior World Cups where the times tend to come down round by round. On the left there, Elena Krasovskaya, and we just saw her going through her moves.
At your marks.
Jennifer Bonnet. That is Krasovskaya closest to the camera. Round of 16, Youth A, female speed climbing. And good start. Krasovskaya look as if she's just hesitated slightly when she set off, bit worried about a false start, but still got a decent enough start and has held on to the lead throughout and takes it in 9.37.
Second, Elena Krasovskaya. We continue with China on the left. Yiling Song. Und die einzige Österreicherin jetzt in dieser Finalrunde an der rechten Seite. Laura Lammer.
So local climber Laura Lammer is out. She'll be in the right-hand lane, the B lane, taking on Yiling Song of China.
Ready?
Good start from both climbers. Remember, no false starts allowed anymore in speed climbing. There is no second chance. And they both got away cleanly. And Song has continued to climb cleanly and finishes 9.37. I thought she hadn't quite contacted the finishing pad correctly, but she had done.
So, last two
Yeah, as I was saying then, originally in speed climbing until this season, you were allowed a false start. And you carry that through the rest of the competition. And if you got a second one, you were out. And now, no second chances.
At your marks.
So final race in this round of 16. Elisabetta Dalla Brida, already been in the World Cup final, will take on Lucille Sorel of France. Dalla Brida flew out of the blocks, but so did Sorel. This one is tight. Both climbers going well. No big slips just yet. Dalla Brida has got a bit of a lead and just about keeps it. Needs to go quite quick though. 9:22, pretty decent time for this stage of the competition. That's the round of 16 done in this Youth A speed climbing. Fastest time of the day goes to Alexandra Kaluga at this stage. And up next we will have the men's round of 16. Qualifiers just overran here in Innsbruck. We are slightly behind schedule, and as a result we don't yet have our start lists through. We believe they're just being delivered over to us now.
So all these guys head immediately to the transit zone.
As I say, in Innsbruck we did have a slight delay due to the overrunning of the qualifiers. I've just been told that the start lists are being prepared and they are on the way. So in the meantime, just for a couple of minutes, here's a profile with a very well-known speed climber, Sisin Song.
我是钟其新，我来自中国，是中国攀岩队的一名队员。我是从2005年开始攀岩，是在江西应用技术职业学院一个学校里面开始攀岩的。那个时候我3个项目我都是挺喜欢的，最后我的教练，丁成亮，他让我选择了速度赛。首先，他给我带来了很多快乐，让我认识了很多世界各地的朋友，也让我在中国有了很大的一个名气，让我从一个学生成为了世界冠军，成为了世界上面的一个焦点。去年我也是刚刚结婚，然后今年呢又得到了2个宝贝，然后目前我特别想回到训练当中，我要准备今年的巴黎的世界锦标赛，我还是想继续去参加比赛，去打比赛，因为这是我一直梦寐以求我要去参加的比赛，现在也是积极努力备战吧。谢谢大家观看，欢迎大家关注巴黎世界锦标赛，我在那里等着你，巴黎见。
And with perfect timing, we're underway with the men's final. It's China again, as with our profile. Xijin Lin on the left against Di Chong Huang on the right. And Li takes it. 6.17. Excuse me, 6.71. Couldn't have timed that one much better. We came straight back to the action. As I say, we did have quite a delay here in Innsbruck, as this seems to be the case quite often. The qualifications just overran, but we are underway, and it was all China in the first race. One of their heroes, no doubt. We just watched the profile of Xijin Chong. We're straight on with it. Dong Young Jang of Korea and Sam Havasu of France. There he is. Also going for the multicoloured haircut. Saw some fashion statements from his brother last night in the bouldering.
Ready?
So it's Jang on the left, Havasu on the right. Little twitch from Jang just before he went, but he didn't false start, and he's got some real pace through that middle section. This could be a fast time, 7.19. have another look at it. Yeah, Sam Avisu not too far behind either. Obviously with the Olympics looming and a lot of these athletes of an age where they will really be thinking about their prospects in the Olympics, speed climbing absolutely vital. Expect to see some pretty good times. 6.71 really is fast, so especially in the round of 16, the youth competition from Shinjin Lee. So we've got Morozov of Russia on the left. He's taking on Rivadeneira of Ecuador on the right, and he is flying here. Morozov, no problem at all. 7.39 goes through. Georgy Morozov seemingly untroubled there. Progresses to the round of 8.
So, next on the left, from Italy, Leonardo Sandri. And on the right, from Ukraine.
On the left now, Leonardo Santrin of Italy. On the right, excuse me, he's on the right. On the left, sorry, he is on the left. Excuse me. I'm going to read my newly acquired start list. Yaroslav Tkach on the right. Clean start again. We're yet to see a false start. Long may it continue, and Tkach's got a slight lead, but Sandrine looked like he was reining him in. This one will be close. 7.70 for Tkach sees him through. Sandrine had some real pace in that middle section. Let's see where the slip came. There it was. It's the left foot.
Now we have Petr Zemliakov from Russia on the left, and Noah Rachi from USA on the right.
So Noah Bracci, just seeing furthest from the camera with the glasses on there. He's out. Taking on Zemliakov of Russia. Zemliakov closest to the camera on the left as we look at the wall, Bracci on the right. Zemliakov flew out the blocks, but so did Bracci, and again this one is going to be tight. Could be who makes a mistake that decides this one. It's Zemliakov, and then it's Bracci, and then it's Bracci again. So both climb cleanly in the lower section. Interesting to see that one again. Both made mistakes in the upper section, so Noah Bracci nearly had that one in the bag. Left foot slipped, he replaced it, and perhaps would have been caught, but Zemliakov also slipped in a similar position. So all Russia, Almaz Negayev against Vladislav Terliev. There is Nagayev, Terliev on the right. I've just heard the MC say back to presentation. Some guidance being given about the starting pads.
At your marks. Ready?
Now they set again. Quick start from Nagayev has given him a small lead, but Terliev climbing well as well. This is close. They're both climbing well, and it's Terliev who takes it. 6.89. Have another look at it. That was tight. It was 0.02 of a second in that one. Neither of them really made any mistakes, and it's a fast time. 6.89. Not the fastest we've seen. That was race number 1. Shinjin Lee.
At your marks.
And again, all Russia. Sergei Rukin, Timur Yamaliev.
Ready?
There is Rukin. And again, a clean start from both, but Rukin exploding through that lower third and holding on to his speed and taking it in 6.6 flat. Very fast time.
So, last couple in this final round, an Italian duo. Christian Dorigati.
Until the world record was broken earlier this year, that would have been a second off the world record. Very fast time from Rukin.
At your marks.
So from 2 all-Russian races, we have an all-Italian one, Christine Dorigatti and Gabriella Randi. They both get away well, but Dorigatti looks like he's got the early pace and the middle pace and seemingly the pace at the top as well, and takes it in 7.20.
Kommst ja ganz nach oben, deswegen ich sage noch so stabil blockiert dann, wenn sie circa fast ganz oben sind.
Ja, aber schau, wenn du den da ein bisschen so...
See it again, so 7.02. Just over 7 seconds. So we had 3 climbers, under 7 seconds.
Das ist das Problem.
And a 4th just above it.
Aber das kann man doch auch umstellen. Das ist normal. Also nicht, dass das Sinn macht, dass du das machen sollst, aber könnte man doch.
Das finale Idee vorbei ist also allein.
So up next we'll have the round of 8 in the women. We had the round of 16 in the women, then the round of 16 in the men. It'll be the round of 8 in the women. This to decide the 4 semi-finalists.
We start with another Russian duo. Elena Remisova on the left, Daria Kuznetsova on the right.
So, as I said,
At your marks.
plenty more Russian races. And we have another one here, Elena Remizova against Daria Kuznetsova. Remizova on the left, Kuznetsova on the right, and Remizova looked like she got the marginally better start. This one is still quite tight though. Small slip from Kuznetsova might really have cost her. An 8.7 sees Remizova through. Much faster than her previous time, 9.42 in the previous round. Let's have another look at it. Russia's showing no signs of losing their dominance in speed climbing.
From China on the left,
Look at the talent pool they've got coming through.
At your marks.
So, Mingwei Ni takes on Alexandra Kaluga.
Ready?
Ni gets a good start, so does Kaluga. Again, this is tight through the middle section. I think Kaluga might have a tiny lead. She'll have a bigger one now that Ni has slipped. Ni needs to keep it neat, does so. 8.90 sees her through. She progresses to the round of 4.
and then we have Polina Aksenova from Russia on the left.
So Elena Krasovskaya now takes on Polina Aksenova. It'll be Aksenova on the left. Again, all Russian.
At your marks. Ready?
Aksenova is on the left. Krasovskaya is on the right. Krasovskaya just crouches before she sets off. Both climbers going well here. Might need a mistake to decide this one. It's looking very tight at this stage. Aksenova perhaps with a slight lead that she just about keeps hold of. 9.03 sees her through.
Polina Aksenova.
Let's have another look. This was close throughout. No big mistakes from either climber.
China on the left,
Neatly done.
and Elisabetta Dall'Ambrida from Italy on the right.
There you go. That's what about 0.2 of a second looks like.
At your marks. Ready?
This is Yiling Song on the left. Elisabetta Dall'Ambrida of Italy on the right, and Song's got a small lead. She's going to have to work if she wants to hold on to it or extend it though. And she did have to work hard, but 8.80 sees her through.
So, next final round for the main category.
So the round of 8 completed in the women's competition. We have
From China on the left side,
our 4 semi-finalists. In the men's competition,
Korea on the right.
we're about to get underway, and Xinjin Li of China, you can see in there 6.71 in the previous round.
At your marks.
7.19 for Donghyun Jang of Korea. So it's Lee closest to the camera on the left as we look at the wall. As I said, fastest man in the previous round and absolutely fires out the blocks. He's holding on to that lead as well. No mistakes at this stage. And another fast time, 6.41. He flies into the last four. Let's have a look at it. Donghyun Jang of Korea, 7.19 in the previous round. Couldn't live with that kind of speed. 6.41, very fast time from Lee.
At your marks.
So Georgy Morozov of Russia takes on Yaroslav Tkach of Ukraine. There's Tkach in the
Ready?
distance. Morozov closest to the camera. They both get away first time. Tkach had a slight lead, but a stumble has handed the lead to Morozov. He takes it 7.06. Again, faster than his previous time of 7.39.
Next on the left, Noah Prachi from USA.
So Noah Brachi of USA came through with 8.02. Take on Vladislav Turliev of Russia.
At your marks.
Just see Noah there, composing himself. That's his opponent in the background, Vladislav Turliev. Noah Brachi got a decent start, but Turliev got an even better one, but slipped. Brachi just needs to keep this clean. He's into the final four. He is 7.25. He's through. He will finish in the top four at least here in Innsbruck. There's a huge slip from Turliev there. Let's have another look at it. It was a right foot that went, almost came clean off the wall, just about hung on. But Brachi by then just had to keep it clean, and even though there's a little dab with the right foot just towards the top, did more than enough to take it, deserve win. 7.25, really neatly done. So Sergei Rukin, you just saw him closest to the camera, against Christian Dorigatti of Italy.
Ready?
Both out clean again. Dorigatti keeping up with Rukin at this stage. This is going to be one of our tightest yet, and it's 6.47 sees Rukin through. And I mentioned earlier that it'd be interesting to see how the climbers have managing their times as the competition goes by. Well, they all seem to be doing a pretty good job of it so far. Our four semi-finalists, Sinjin Lee, he went from 6.71 to 6.41. Morozov of Russia went from 7.39 to 7.06. Noah Brachi went from 8.02 to 7.25. And Sergei Rukin went from 6.6 flat to 6.47. So the climbers moderating their pace really nicely at this stage. Not the easiest thing to do. And we also saw it in the women's competition. All the climbers were faster in their second run than their first. So already they're learning that skill of doing what needs to be done in each round to progress.
So this is our first semi-final. And we have Elena Remisova from Russia on the left. And Alexandra Kaluga from Poland on the right.
So we're into the semi-final. This for a place in the big final that will decide the gold and silver medal. The runner-up in this race goes into what we call the big final, the third, fourth playoff, competing for the bronze medal. It's Remizova on the left, Kaluga on the right. And they both got a good start. I think Kaluga's got a marginal lead, but just a quick slip there, handed it to Remizova, but a slip from her hands it back to Kaluga, and she takes it in 8.74. She's into the big final, guaranteed at least a silver medal.
Second semi-final. Polina Aksenova from Russia on the left. Against Yiling Song from China on the right.
At your marks.
So Polina Aksenova. Closest to the camera there. Takes on Yiling Song of China.
Ready?
China, decent speed climbing nation. Have a chance to make the big final here. Both climbers away cleanly, and Song got an early lead here. She's going to have to work hard to hold on to it, but a slip from Aksenova means that she will hold on to it and take it in 8.63. 10.64 from Aksenova. Major slip for her right in the middle of the run.
So, the first male semi-final.
So your
in the youth A
big final in the women's competition will be Alexandra Kaluga against Yiling Song, and the small final Elena Remezova against Polina Aksenova.
At your box.
Not pausing for breath here in Innsbruck. Yinjin Lee taking on Georgy Morozov. And Lee bolted out the blocks. Morozov was no slouch either, but I don't think he can just live with the pure pace of Lee unless there's a big mistake, which there is. 6.87 sees him through. Have another look at it.
And second semi-final. We have Noah Brachi from the USA on the left and Sergei Rukin from Russia on the right.
So Noah Brachi of the USA. He will be closest to the camera, left of the wall as we look at it. There he is, the glasses on. Taking on Sergei Rukin of
At your
Russia.
box.
This for a place to take on Georgy Morozov for the gold medal.
Ready?
Quick start from both men, but Sergei Rukin, that height of his, just giving him such pace in the middle section. It's 6.35, blistering time. Sees him in. Let's have another look. There's a slip from Brachi. We didn't quite see it in that shot. Just to remind you that we do have plenty more action for you this evening. We've got the Youth B final this evening in the bouldering.
So, now I have to present the finalists.
So the athletes will be presented before the big and small finals take place. So the big final, of course, decides first and second place. The small final decides who walks away with the bronze medal.
Representing Russia, Elena Remizova.
So Elena Remezova, first out, presented to the crowd again.
And as well for Russia, Polina Aksenova.
Polina Aksenova out as well. That will be your small final.
And we continue.
One of them will take the bronze medal.
And there we have representing Poland, Alexandra Kaluga.
Alexandra Kaluga out.
And from China, Yiling.
And Yiling Song. So those two will compete for the gold medal. Already know they'll get at least a silver. Athletes never look as if this is quite what they'd like to be doing, I have to say. Look like they'd rather just get on with it rather than being made to wait any longer.
So the ones for the big final heading back into isolation.
So we'll now have a presentation of the men, presumably. Well, I'm assuming that's the order that it will be done in.
And we give another big applause for Elena Remizova.
No, we're going to go straight on with the women's small final, and then we'll have the presentation of the men, followed by their big and small final. So Elena Remezova will take on Polina Aksenova. Remezova 9.42, then 8.7, then 9.43. Axonova, meanwhile, we just saw her introduced, 9.38, 9.03, and then 10.64. Saw her lose by almost 2 seconds on the dot to Shilin Song in the semi-final. So Elena Remezova on the left, Polina Axonova on the right.
Ready?
This for the bronze medal. False start from one of the climbers. And I think from what the venue MC says, although we haven't got our graphics, unfortunately, we're having problems due to the rain in recent days. That was Elena Remezova who false started. Polina Axonova will climb unopposed for the bronze medal. Seems to be some confusion on stage. Russian coach is getting involved. Of course, there is only one false start allowed in speed climbing nowadays. So no false starts allowed. You are out after your first one. So Axonova takes it due to a false start from Elena Remezova. So Alexander Kaluga of Poland is out competing for the gold medal against Yilin Song. Yilin Song, 9.37 for her, then 8.8 flat, and then 8.63. She's judged it to perfection so far. Kaluga, meanwhile, 9.08, 8.90, 8.74, also judged it brilliantly.
Ready?
Song has the fastest time as it stands, but counts for nothing. You're racing the person next to you, and this is a close race, and Song takes a big slip. Kaluga, has she glanced over to the right? Does she know it's in the bag? She will now. 8.67 seconds. Kaluga takes it. First place, gold medal. Song second place. She had the fastest time coming into this event. But a big slip midway up the route means that Alexander Kaluga is the youth world champion. There it is.
So now I have the honor to present the small and big final of the men's category.
So now it'll be the men's final four. So
We have
top three in the women's competition was in third place Polina Axonova, Yilin Song in second place, and Alexander Kaluga took the gold medal. Again, climbers reintroduced to the crowd.
please welcome Georgi Morozov
No, Bracci out.
and Sergei Ruki of Russia.
His opponent in the small finals, Xinjin Lee, is out. And two Russian climbers, Morozov and Rukin, also out. As I say, the climbers usually looking like they'd rather be somewhere else, like backstage, keeping their head in the game.
Okay, guys.
Sergei and Georgi not giving much away. Crowd expectantly waiting here in Innsbruck. As I mentioned, we've got plenty of speed climbing action still to come. Youth B and junior finals tomorrow. And then the Olympic combined format starting a week yesterday. Next Saturday, we only have 2 races left here this evening though, and then it will be the Youth B Bouldering final. Do stay with us. And this is a small final. This for the bronze medal here in Innsbruck. Youth A speed climbing. Noah Bracci taking on Jinjin Lee. Lee's on the left, Bracci on the right.
At your marks.
Bronze medal up for grabs. 3rd place in the Youth World Championships.
Ready?
Lee blistering early on, 6.71 in the round of 16. And a blistering start for him, but Noah Bracci not too far behind. Lee, though, I think opening up a bit of a lead and just about hanging on to it. 6.35, very fast time, sees him take it. 7.06, still an excellent time for Noah Bracci. Couldn't quite live with that pace, particularly in the middle section from Sinjin Lee.
So, now get ready for our second final of today. And please welcome on the left, Georgi Morozov.
So, big final. This for the silver and gold medals. Georgi Morozov taking on Sergei Rukin. Morozov will be on the left. There's Rukin.
Ready?
Nice work from the DJ, setting the scene nicely. This for a gold medal. Rukin got a very fast start, legal I might add, but he's being caught gradually. Can he hang on to his lead? Yes he can, 6.53. Sees him take the gold medal. Sergei Rukin, your Youth A World Champion speed climber. Let's have another look at that final. It was a blistering start from Rukin. He looked like he was getting caught, but he had enough pace to hold on. Took it in 6.53. And that's the end of our first speed climbing final here in Innsbruck. But fear not, 2 more to come tomorrow, and very shortly we will have the Youth B Boulder final for you. We'll see you then.